Rolling with the triple C, I'ma make him bend the knee. Rolling with the triple C, don't really count the heat.
He leans a little too much to the right, which gets that, even though he did hit him, but his distance is just off because now he's reaching. Where before, you guys remember, guys, he would inch in with those fakes and then he would catch you and he'd be at the right range as he caught an Eddie Alvarez. But right here, look at his position, look at how it's off. And yeah, he might stretch it, but look, it's already extended, bro. Like, you got to catch him at the extension, not extended. See what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? He did the exact, he's repeating exactly what he did, the combination around prior with the same thing. He's gonna lean over. This right here is not a good position. And notice what did Dustin Poirier do? He caught him. He caught him. Look, he even tells him, I got you, fool. What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Fight Feedback, where I'm going to be dissecting the one and only, the unnotorious Conor McGregor, the two-division champ. What is that? Some of the things that Conor McGregor has done right, and what is it that some of the things that Conor hasn't really capitalized on his mistakes? On today's episode, I call it Fixing McGregor. There's a lot of things that I see that he's gonna need help on, and I'm here to dissect them. Guys, this episode is brought to you by Fruv, with 15 servings of fruits and veggies in every bottle. So guys, enter promo code CCC20 and you guys will get 20% off. That's right, enter promo code CCC20 and get your 20% off. Guys, go to your local Kroger's or Fry's and go get yourself some. So here we have Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. Check this out, number 5 to number 9 at this time. Again, this was at 145 pounds. I want to say Dustin Poirier is a little taller than McGregor, but at this time, this was 145 pounds. And anyways, enough talk. Let's hit the play button. Yeah, so real quick, man, the reason why we cut this piece out too, because look at how much more relaxed Conor is. Look at how much more relaxed, and the fact that when he's going, he's actually going. He's nice, he's nice and relaxed, nice and composed. His hands are a little more, yeah, he's at distance, so he's able to do that. But here he caught him one time with that right hand. Nice and relaxed, playing the mind games. This is what made Conor good. Covers distance, smokes that right hand to eventually drop him with that too. I want you guys to watch. And these were things that he got away from, that he was doing earlier on in his career. He's gonna pepper that lead hand twice to eventually drop, boom! That second one hit him right behind the temple, or right behind the head right here. It's legal. Maybe the other one wasn't, but that was it. Yep, he's out. The dude is out. Peppered, smoke again, boom, bah. It's a legal shot, man. You know, it's a legal shot. Drops Poirier. And look at how composed. Like, he knows he has to get the job done. Boom. He knows to finish the job. And right now he's just ground and pounding. But these were some of the things that I think in earlier in his career why he had success was, one, just the mouthpiece that he had, but then two, how he would smoke things and then eventually come and eventually go. He would inch himself in. Bah! Right on the side of the head here. So he hit him. This is a legal shot, by the way. I know Poirier complained that it was illegal, but no, that's all good. A nice ground and pound, dude. Those are some hard blows, especially the way he's postured and eventually throwing it. You know, begging for the belt. But again, it was the aura, it was the mouthpiece that really did a number on people with Conor. You know. And here we have it. Next fight, Eddie Alvarez, 32. Dude, they're not that far. Eddie Alvarez at this time, they're only 4 years apart. Same height. Conor McGregor, but look at this. A 74-inch reach in comparison to 69. Look at how relaxed and composed he is. Look at it. Notice how he's peppering with that hand. He's catching him. Look, he's even slapping. Eddie Alvarez even just slapped it because it makes him uncomfortable. Boom. But notice how he anticipated that shot. If there's one thing that I will say about Conor McGregor, his greatest gift is anticipation. Anticipation comes right before the counter. He's able to study and know movement. Look at how he slaps it down. Look at how he slaps that hand once and does it again. And then now this guy's throwing just naked from his frustration, and this is where this man capitalizes. Watch. Bah! Got him to throw off distance, and Conor McGregor just pulled back, boom, through the straight punches. Boom. Nice little angle, nice little sidestep there. Very subtle, but he was able to reach that thing because Eddie Alvarez never really faked to be able to hit Conor McGregor. And again, you know, just peppering the hand. At this boom, like he's just saying, hey, Eddie, you're not doing anything. Look, that's the key right there. He's in range. He knows he's got a bigger range. And look, they're in boxing range. And, you know, bah, faked in a little bit, boom. Got his feet just inside, just at the right time. Watch. And then eventually drops him again with that left hand. Bah! I don't know if you guys caught that subtle little movement that got him inside in order for him to actually throw. Yep. Just making a miss. Yep. But it's nice and relaxed. Like sometimes I feel like when Conor presses right away, like this is where his gift is. His gift is it's not counter punching, it's anticipation. He anticipates very well. Boom, nice, and look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not countering, guys. It's anticipation. He can see this man move, do his motion before he actually throws his combination, and he's anticipating, and then he's catching him. Watch, he's in his fight zone. He's in his fight zone, and there's Eddie's not faking or doing anything to disrupt Conor McGregor. Look, throwing again naked, you know, left hook, right hand. I mean, straight, left, straight. Yeah, hook. I mean, at this point, it was. At this point, you can throw any combinations when you actually understand distance. And I tell you what, man, I will give Conor McGregor kudos because you know what? He was the first double champ. Even though you never defended these titles, Conor, you did do something first. And you know, that's all there is to it. That's all I can say. I wish you would have defended him, but you still ain't the greatest champ of all time. Yep, and here we have it. And again, guys, this is when you go up against the elite. You can be a great striker, but when you go up against a guy like that, it's different. How well-rounded are you really? And as you guys know that, and that means what I'm about to say, anybody can become a UFC champion. You know what I'm saying? Like if you happen to be you have to be in the UFC at the right time, and then something happens. I mean, look at Jamal Hill, the number 7 guy, gets the opportunity to fights a 43-year-old, ends up winning. You know, the question is for that one is, can he beat a Yuri Prochazka? Can he beat Ankalaev? Guys, you know what I mean? You can skip the line. But against a guy like this, you better be well-rounded because this guy can strike and this guy's vicious, and his greatest asset is the fact that he has wrestling. Yep. But notice this is round 2, and look at how much Conor is just out of position, just walking. You can tell that he doesn't have that calmness, and then he gets caught by Khabib with that hand. Why? Because look at where his hands are too. Like they weren't here when he was peppering Eddie Alvarez. Boom! Beautiful fake by Khabib. Beautiful fake by Khabib. Look, Khabib looked down because he already set him up with that takedown to eventually come up. Khabib literally faked the shot with his eyes to eventually come up with that right hand. Look, he dipped. He's already thinking takedown. Look, got his foot back. Boom! Khabib hits him with that right hand. Like everything, like Conor, like don't forget to set up your hard punches with setups. Conor McGregor stopped faking. He stopped smoking. He stopped doing the things that really made him successful when he was younger. Look, he's in boxing range. This is round 3, and you figure he's already fatigued. He's already tired. Look, Khabib is like, even though, you know, his hands, he'll just throw. He's allowing here. This is where Conor was good. This is where Conor would strive best. But once you deplete the gas tank, I mean, this is what happens. You start losing your position, and you start letting guys that don't have the better hands than you eventually outstrike you. Yep, look, jabs. Look, and right now, Khabib knows that this dude's tired. So right now, he's not even thinking takedown just yet. He's like, I want to hurt this dude. I want to hurt this dude. You know. And that was a fight, man. That was a fight. I mean, I'm surprised my producer didn't put the whole scene of Khabib freaking the ego, jumping over the cage and smashing some fools. But whatever. And here we have it. Remember, again, this is Dustin Poirier, same height, same age. I practically identical. I just again here, 74-inch reach. I mean, I have a 64. That means Conor McGregor has a whole foot on me. The difference is and we have similar bases, but mine's just adjust a little bit more. Anyhow, I'll break that down later. Let's hit the play button. You see what I'm saying? You can already tell Conor's already kind of reaching. And this is the first round. I don't like how he's leaning out there. Catches him. But now at the fact that this guy is at a heavier weight now, he probably feels better. Yeah. He leans a little too much to the right, which gets that, even though he did hit him, but his distance is just off because now he's reaching. Where before, you guys remember, guys, he would inch in with his fakes and then he would catch you and he'd be at the right range as he caught an Eddie Alvarez. But right here, look at his position. Look at how it's off. And yeah, he might stretch it, but look, it's already extended, bro. Like, you got to catch him at the extension, not extended. See what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying? He's repeating exactly what he did, the combination around prior with the same thing. He's going to lean over. This right here is not a good position. And notice what did Dustin Poirier do? He caught him. He caught him. Look, he even tells him, I got you. I got you, fool. And now Dustin knows that this is round 2. Now Dustin knows that his power and everything that he's doing, on top of what he was doing with the leg kicks. Boom. Bah. Conor's pretty much just going for broke at this time. He's like, man, I got to finish this dude or I'm going to be finished. Yeah, gets caught. Now Dustin did a really good job of knowing when to press him, of knowing when to take the fight. And I think Conor just, boom. He caught that left, but the referee just saved him. I mean, he went down to the floor. Bah. But it was his short little right that hits him that drops him. This is why he doesn't have wrestling. He doesn't have clinch. Like, I've never seen him do that. You got to be able to have that because clinches and things like that, those can be recovery mechanisms. But this is the little right hand that drops him. It was small too. It was a short right. Boom, right there. It was almost like a short, like straight hook. Oh, look at Cormier. Look at Cormier again, dude. Look at this dude. Proud of his Louisiana boy, man. But I will say something, Cormier. Stay away from that damn Popeye's chicken, dude. So guys, we just watched Conor McGregor, and now we're gonna break it down what I call the 3 T's. The techniques, the tactics, and the threshold. Let's go. So the techniques, the tactics, and the threshold. I'm gonna do a little different with Conor McGregor because I feel like there's a lot of things that I feel that he could change and do better. And again, dude, I'm actually doing him a favor. So I think the biggest thing that I would like to start with Conor is right here, his threshold. What is it that Conor McGregor needs? You know, is going to 170 pounds the right decision? I do feel like Conor McGregor with his threshold, that's his biggest energy because he throws too much power. And he's been throwing a little too much power, a little too early, especially going upward to 155 pounds. From 145 pounds to 155 pounds, you need to learn how to reserve that energy. 170, if I was your coach, I would never make you do that because, yeah, anybody can fight. I can fight at 55 too. But will I perform? Will I actually win? So my biggest thing with Conor McGregor is he needs to either stick to 145 pounds. Yep, I said go back, or really hone in on 155. Get rid of 170 pounds. It's just not right. 85, like that's all talk. Yeah, you've done some good things, but if you really want to conquer history and continue to keep doing that and put yourself and solidify yourself as one of the greatest of all time, I try to go back here. win the bout. Try to go back here, win the bout. Make a decision, have a right game plan, because your threshold at 170 does not translate. You know, I'm sure you can make this, so that's a challenge that I would have for Conor, but he is a big boy, and I can see him here, but he's got to just understand and go back to precision beats power and timing beats speed. Like, what happened to that, Conor? You understand what I'm saying? Because now the fact that you're fighting, you're blowing out your wad, and you don't have that resistance, that endurance to be able to go to a 5-round fight, because you also have to respect your opponent. You're not going to be able to finish him all. So for the threshold, I do believe that's one of his weakest links. I'm going to have to give him a 6.5. And I'm actually even thinking about getting rid of the 0.5. I just got to give you that 0.5 because you have gone with Diaz, but still a 6.5. And now let's get to the technique. The technique, what is it that Conor McGregor needs to add? You know what he needs to add? He needs to add clinch, and he needs to add wrestling. So there are two things. Work on that. Why do I say clinch? Is because times when you're tired, Conor, you'll be able to, instead of doing all this, a hug, you're able to, there's rest periods that you have that you're able to do that. And the clinch is one of them, but you got to get accustomed to be able to do that, because the last thing you want to do when you're tired is taking hits. I'm not saying you're not going to be tired and clinching, but I tell you what, you wrap somebody up, and they can slowly kind of play into your game. They'll try to wrestle you. That's what you want. You don't want to be getting hit while you're tired. But to me, those are the two biggest things that he needs. And it's, when I talk about wrestling, maybe it could just be defense. You know? Actually, there's a couple things here. Clinch, wrestling, and his stance, which is actually really number one. You get kicked a lot because you're too wide. Because you are too wide in your stance, you gotta narrow your stance, dude. You're like this, Conor. You're like, yeah. So Conor is like this. We should be more here. You see what I'm saying? You could move out quicker. You know, somebody kicks you here, it's just hard because your back leg is here. Yeah, you feel more comfortable with the hands, but people are going to continue to keep kicking until you really understand. Become more narrow with your stand. I mean, these are a lot of deficiencies, and I know it sucks because it feels like I'm picking on Conor, and I'm really nitpicking him. Even as a 2-division world champ, and the first to ever do it, but he never defended those belts. I gotta be honest here, and maybe even for the technique, because he's missing a whole lot of things, I'm gonna have to go back and give him a 6.5. You know what? I can switch this because he does have hands. He does have Conor McGregor's greatest gift is his anticipation. You don't have to chase everybody, Conor. Anticipate these dudes. Adjust your stance and anticipate these dudes. Start smoking more. Start inching in with your fakes to eventually dropping that heavy hand. But until you do that, that's cool. I tell you what, I'll be generous. I'll give you a 7. Now for the tactics, this is his worst enemy. This, as much as this used to be his greatest right here, people saw the fact that he is, he's not invisible anymore. And I think that's what he had, that persona. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna stop you in 2, mate. I shoot balls of lightning from my eyes and thunder from my ass. You lost that, man. You lost a little bit of that. And people just want to fight you now because of money. Before it was like, people wanted to fight you, but they didn't want to lose to you because they know the aftermath. What is it that happens? The anticipation prior to the fight. So your tactics, this used to be your greatest gift, but now you showed your cards. You've been knocked out. You become that good guy with Cowboy Cerrone. Things have changed. You see, so tactics could also be the mouthpiece. How is it that you sell a fight? How is it you're able to intimidate it? But tactics is also the tactics of the war. How is it that you fight everybody? Because you know what, Conor? You fight everybody the same. Same thing, same everything that you do. Same everything. You've actually become more emotional now. And I think that's the stuff that actually hurts you. You know, so if there's anywhere out of all these where Conor McGregor could really make a difference, is right here. Knowing how to fight everybody exactly different. Because all these things are all in connection, but there's always that one that if you fight if you have a game plan for everybody, even if they're stronger or faster and all that, but if you have the tactical game on point, you can beat them all. You can. But as of now, I'm giving you a 5, man. And I mean it. And I mean it because you fight everybody different. Yeah, 18 and a half. And again, I'm grading Conor as a whole. I'm not grading him as when he won his titles, because if I was to grade Conor when he won his titles and things like that, like he would probably be at an upper B+. You know, getting close to an A. An 18 and a half out of 30, which is a D-. And again, guys, I'm not hating. You know, I think if there's anybody that could really make a change, especially with the finance that Conor has, it's this man. He has the finances. He has everything to really structure and put together the right team. And finances and all that stuff helps. You get guys to mimic the guys that you got to compete against and fight with. But my biggest question is does Conor McGregor really have the accountability? And I just don't think so. So for that reason, that is my grade for Fight Feedback. I'm your host, Rener Cejudo, aka Triple C, and we will deliver. And we are out! What's up, everybody? Rener Cejudo here, the Olympic champ and 2-division champ in the UFC. And guess what, guys? I am here to let you guys know that Fight Feedback is coming to you. Yes, I said it, to you, where I get a chance to analyze your fights and your wrestling matches. That's right, for you. That's all you guys have to do is send your videos to bjjfanatics.com, click on the Fight Feedback link, and I, Rener Cejudo, aka Triple C, will analyze your video. So no more time to waste. Let's get at it. Let's get better. Triple C is out.